When football first started, the numbers on the back of the jerseys meant every team was just number 1 to 11 regardless of who was playing. And no one really cared about what number was associated with which player. These days though, kit numbers are much more than that. Don't believe me? Just ask Jude Bellingham. Bellingham 5. He and his kit number go way back. Even before his move to Dortmund, Jude had already turned quite a few heads, and his time at his boyhood club, Birmingham City, was so crazy that they actually retired the number 22. Yeah, they retired a number for a teenager because they knew they weren't going to see a better player than him. And they were right. After gaining even more attention at Dortmund, Bellingham now plays for Los Blancos and wears the number of a legend on his back, the great Zinedine Zidane himself. That's why he moved from 22 to 5. He's always looked up to Zidane and is now his successor. Imagine standing where your idol stood and filling his shoes perfectly. Bellingham is the main character. We're just living in his world. Trent Alexander-Arnold, 66. But he's not the only Englishman living his dream. Liverpool fans are famous for being the most die-hard fans out there. And like every football fan, they too wish to play for their favorite club one day. Obviously, not everyone gets their wish, but Trent Alexander-Arnold actually got to do it. And boy, is he good at his job. From being called the best right back to being so good that managers play him in midfield, Trent knows his story's special. So, he makes sure he remembers his roots. Normally, when a player gets to the top, they choose a number that has more history, but not Trent. He stuck with the number he was assigned in the academy, and now their kids picking number 66, trying to be like TAA. Talk about creating your own legacy. Foden, 47. But his story isn't as personal as the player who dedicated his entire career to one of his family members. Like any sport, a footballer's road to glory is full of challenges and problems. A product of City's famed academy, Foden rose through the ranks with a burning desire to succeed. This passion stemmed from a deep personal connection with his grandfather, Ronnie. Ronnie was a constant source of support through Foden's early years, a guiding figure as he battled his way through the academy. Sadly, Ronnie passed away at the age of 47, leaving a profound impact on young Foden. When offered a choice of jersey numbers, Foden's eyes fell upon 47. It wasn't just a number, it was a tribute to his late grandfather, a way to carry his memory onto the pitch. While the number may not have the traditional prestige of others, for Foden, it holds immense personal significance. Ronaldinho 80. There's that, and then there's someone like Ronaldinho. That guy wasn't just a player, he was a force of pure joy and unpredictable genius. Arriving in Barcelona in 2003, he initially donned the iconic number 11, a fitting symbol of his attacking prowess. However, during his peak years, the number 80 became synonymous with his unique brand of football. This decision was pretty much forced, because his preferred number 10 was already taken, but 80 became a symbol of his individuality. It's reported to be from the year he was born, while some say it has a deeper meaning than that. I guess we'll never know. Just like we'll never know how he was so unbelievable at what he did. Beckham 23. But Ronaldinho didn't do it as a statement. David Beckham's story is definitely one to watch. While he was known for the iconic number 7 during his Manchester United days, it's his number 23 era that holds a special story. Despite being a legendary midfielder, he was doubted at Manchester United and was sold to Real Madrid. Beckham, a childhood United fan, didn't want to leave his boyhood club, but he wasn't given much of a choice. So, when he joined Real Madrid in 2003, Beckham had a point to prove. So, he looked up to one of the guys who'd proven his doubters wrong in the past. He opted for number 23, citing his admiration for basketball legend Michael Jordan. While 7 held a special place in his heart, he made 23 his own identity. And now kids wear the number 23 because they want to be like Beckham when they grow up. Ibrahimovic 21. Beckham would have been proud of achieving something like that, but not as proud as this guy. Zlatan's ego is known all over the world. While he may just be joking about how godly he is, it's pretty obvious that Ibrahimovic truly loves himself. So it was typical Zlatan behavior when he decided to build his own legacy and pick a number that didn't come with any fame attached to it. While the number 9 often signifies a prolific goal scorer, Ibrahimovic opted for 21 for a heartwarming reason: his son. During his second stint at Milan, he revealed, "It's the number my oldest son chose. I showed him all the numbers available, and he chose 21. Perhaps that's the only thing he loves more than himself: family." Neymar 10. And as we all know, once Zlatan wears a number, anyone who follows him will have massive boots to fill. So, when Neymar joined Paris Saint-Germain in 2017, the weight of the iconic number 10 jersey was undeniable. It had previously adorned the back of club legend Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and before him, other greats, like Ryan Pedro Paletta. But for Neymar, this wasn't just a prestigious number, it was a tribute to his mentor, Lionel Messi. Neymar and Messi formed a magical partnership at Barcelona, with the Brazilian constantly praising Messi's influence on his game. There was no doubt that the real reason Neymar made the switch to PSG for a record fee of $222 million was Messi. Messi was at the peak of his game when Neymar joined Barca, and rather unselfishly, Messi made it his mission to help Neymar in whatever way he could. He even let the guy take penalties by stepping down as the penalty taker. Neymar had to repay him somehow, and donning the number 10 was just the way to tell Paris exactly who had sent him. Messi 10. But Messi didn't become the mentor by himself either. He was once in Neymar's shoes. He was once the youngster who needed all the support he could get, and he got it from none other than Ronaldinho himself. When young Messi entered the Barcelona team, the squad was already full of legends. Ronaldinho made sure Messi didn't face any problems because he probably saw Messi and realized the potential the guy had. He passed down all he knew, and when he left, he passed down the number 10 to Messi as a token of their relationship. It was only natural Messi was gonna pass it down to someone else. Neymar took the number 10, but he didn't quite get Barcelona's number 10. That honor went to someone else when Messi left Barcelona in what was the biggest shock of the decade. Messi 30 at PSG. Messi and Barcelona were always meant to be together, and so when Messi left, everyone was heartbroken. He was bound to leave at some point, but not the way it actually happened. Messi moved to PSG next, and once he arrived, he had to pick a number to wear. Now, the guy who already had 10 at PSG was none other than Neymar Jr. He owed Messi more than just the number, but he decided to keep the number for himself. Messi had to choose something else, and while he probably didn't like how Neymar didn't step down for him, this gave him a chance to wear the number he started playing football with. The number 30 was the number on his back when he first ran out at Camp Nou. Ronaldinho wore 10, and Messi wore 30. Now, Messi was close to retiring, and he was back to exactly where he started. Except he wasn't. Ronaldo 7. He was no longer in Spain. He was no longer competing with Ronaldo to see who the best in the world was. Boy, these guys competed in every way possible. Even the stories behind their jersey numbers. CR7. Those three characters mean more than just the initials of a player. CR7, through Ronaldo's efforts, is now a brand in itself. And to think he almost rejected the number 7 altogether when he first joined Manchester United. Because back then, the only thing Ronaldo wanted to be was the best in the business. And the best wore numbers like 9 or 10. But someone in the club's management insisted that Ronaldo wear the number 7. And boy, was it the correct decision. Ronaldo probably owes that guy quite a lot looking back at how famous CR7's become. Just like I owe you for watching this video to the end. How about another? This next one has even crazier stories. See you there!